100%, my Graham. You are so right about that. Because this morning, Expresso family, we are getting to sit down with an award-winning graffiti artist, someone who takes public spaces and makes them such a beautiful expression of what I think is just vibrant heritage. But more than anything else, it's also him just allowing his creativity to make our icons truly look like the absolute superstars and incredible humans that they are. He is a guy who has been taking all of the beautiful depictions of these icons of South Africa who have done such great work, and he's put them on beautiful, amazing places in and around cities. And today we get to celebrate him. We get to hear about his beautiful journey. And everybody, I'm talking about Dbongz Mahlathi. Mahlakeng's finest.
Yeah, in the house.
In the house.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. How are you, my love?
I'm great, and how are you?
Amazing, thank you.
So much.
Dbongz, I feel like you're doing something that someone else hasn't decided to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something that's so different, and it's also, like I said, allowing our heritage kind of to go in a different direction, which is always so exciting. But why did you decide to do it?
Why I decided to do it, because I think I didn't see anybody who was doing it, so I didn't really have like a reference point to what's wanting to do this thing. So it was scary to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think growing up in Mahlakeng, we'd always hear about these heroes who are doing mighty things, but we never actually get to engage with them because they were out there in the world. And after they were gone, their stories were pretty much not spoken about. So I was intentional when I got into it that I really wanted to speak about our people. I wanted to depict their stories.
Yes.
I wanted to adorn them on walls and for people not to forget them. So I think I really just wanted to put our heritage on the wall as undiluted as it is and as real and genuine as it could possibly be. And
it's so real and genuine. It's so beautiful. I mean, every time I'm driving past in the CBD, I always see it and I never get tired of it, which is my favorite thing. But now talk to me about this, because I feel like, like you said, you're kind of telling the stories of the different communities. How do you think you best do that for you particularly when you have that, little strike of creativity? What's the best way that you tell the stories of the beautiful spaces that we're in?
I always say that I don't paint for myself. So when I go to a community, I find out about the culture of the community, who they are, what it is that they've been through, the icons of the place, the things that they are actually having challenges with at that particular moment. So when I go to communities, I go there because I go for the kids and I go for the elders. I feel like art is in its educational format right now, and I want to educate the elders that being creative, you can actually be a professional in it, and for them to encourage their kids, and for kids to actually see the process, see it from beginning, see the anxieties that I go through when I'm painting, and actually get to engage and ask questions. So really, I do paint for the elders and for the kids, and I want, when I leave that place, that work should actually be relatable, and they can look at that work any time of the day and still feel like this is our story, and I can relate to this person who's being adorned on this wall, and not feel like they are separated and the stories are always just aligned.
Beautiful. Dbongz, I have a name for you, but you need to tell me if you like it. Okay. The Kasi Picasso.
Like it.
I
take it. I take it.
That was not convincing. Do you like it?
Yeah, I take it.
The Kasi Picasso.
Picasso's known all around the world. I want my work to be all around the world, and I'm from Ikasi, so that's exactly what it is.
I like it. So I call you that because I feel like you are pretty much, putting out this art that is going to live on for generations. Do you know what I mean? And also on top of that, you found a way where, yes, you're taking the freedom of art and making it, something that is accessible to people, but the brands are also like, hey, honey, we want to be part of that. So without actually getting into it too much, how have you found the balance in terms of that freedom between the graffiti, but also making sure that you align with all of those brands?
I think because I try to get my stories to be as genuine as possible and as raw as possible, brands can relate to that and they gravitate towards that. And luckily, it's like internationally acclaimed brands, so they know what's happening all over the world. So when they come here, I appreciate the fact that they understand the value of what art is and what street art is and what graffiti is. and they don't try to devalue it. And by that, we're able to just take the industry and grow it, and also introduce local brands to it. Say this is actually an art form that can take your brand forward, and also just grow art and grow artists, and actually get artists to be full-time artists without having to do 9-to-5s in order to sustain their art forms.
Beautiful. Oh, Dbongz, aka Graffiti Picasso. I love it. Dbongz, please continue doing the amazing work.
Thank
you
so
said, you're
much.
making a way for so many, and thank you for making our spaces look so beautiful while telling the stories.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. What a way to celebrate Heritage Month. It is always so beautiful to be able to do so in different ways as well, and this is why we appreciate the likes of Dbongz. But we also appreciate you, Mzansi. And how do we show you? We show you by making you a winner's Tandwa Sam.